Hi, in this video we will work out an example for the difference between two means in which we are given data as opposed to summary statistics. Let's read the problem. It states two tutors, Charlie and Alice, both believe that they are the most effective tutors of statistics in the tutoring center. They believe that the strategies they employ are having an impact on the grades of the students they tutor. However, Charlie claims that students who are solely tutored by him will outperform those that are solely tutored by Alice on the final exam. Each of them collects a random sample of 10 students, documents the grades earned on the final, tested claim, alpha is 0.05. So for this problem, we are given data. First, I'll show you how to work it out by keying in the formula. We need to learn how to compute the sample mean and sample standard deviation. We can use our calculators. In my example, I will work this out using a TI-84 Plus calculator. The first thing we need to do is we click Stat. Make sure we highlight Edit. Select Enter. Under L1, I type the first set of data values. Under L2, I type the second set of data values. I've taken the liberty to do this because to save time. After we enter the data, our next step is we press Stat again and we select Calculate. I like to select the two variable statistics, especially if you have the same number of data values. It'll calculate all the summary statistics for both data sets. Hit Enter. Make sure L1 and L2 are selected. Select Calculate, hit Enter. And then we can make our comparison. The first mean is 123.2. The first standard deviation is 16.7. I'm just rounding to the tenths. N is 10. And the second mean is 118. The second standard deviation is 14, and I'm rounding to 0.8. N is 10 for the second set of data values. Now, to set up the claim, we're going to say that mu sub 1 represents the average exam score for Charlie's students. Mu sub 2 is the average exam score for Alice's students. The claim is that mu sub 1 is greater than mu sub 2. That's H sub 1. H naught is that the two means are equal. We have to calculate N1 minus 1 and N2 minus 1. Both ends are 10, so 10 minus 1 is 9. So there's two 9s. We have to pick 9 as the degrees of freedom. Now we're ready to look up the critical value. So since we have to calculate the sample standard deviation, this is a t-test. It's a right-tailed t-test. Alpha is 0.05. Let's look up our values. So one tail 0.05 go down to 9. 1.833, that is the critical value. Our test point formula is provided here. It's the difference in the sample means minus the difference in the population means, which is 0 because H naught is that the two means are equal, divided by our standard error. So we plug our information into the formula and we end up calculating 0.74. Now it turns out that we can also use the built-in function to calculate our test point. So let me show you how this is done. Let's go back down here. So how do we use the given information to calculate the test point? Well, this is the process. Our first step is we enter the data like we did previously. Then we press Stat and we select Test. we go to option 4, two-sample t-test, and we select data. And we just have to ensure that we've selected L1 and L2. That's where our data values are located. For our claim, it's going to be greater than. For pooled, no. And we press calculate, and we get t is equal to 0.737, which rounds to 0.74. We're ready to make our decision. 0.74 falls in the non-critical region. So now we can summarize. Our claim was H sub 1, but we did not reject. Therefore, we would write down there is not enough evidence to support the claim. Thanks for watching this video.